here we are, spring in Northern Ontario. Hopefully last snow has fallen. So this may be one of the last rides I take. Or maybe a couple more with these tires in this configuration. I'm going to do some upgrades. I haven't decided completely yet. I'm thinking about going with disc brakes. Mind you, I mean, I haven't really... the brakes did take a bit of a beating there over the winter, but I wasn't out of control bad. I mean, I still had better traction. I had better traction with the tires, the Schwalbe tires, than I did with the rim brakes. So they're not that expensive. It's just having to take everything apart and putting it back together and all that. That's really the only thing that's stopping me. Is it worth the effort? Probably. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also do one last check on the state of our snow removal, which has been really kind of terribly disappointing this year. I'm specifically trying to not get political with this channel. I want this to be kind of an adventure thing, where we go out. But my God, it's pretty plain to see when you're riding. The conditions and pretty bad, especially the sidewalks. I think it's not so much about the cycling or biking. It's more about just having to get around. Like if you're a senior in a scooter and you have to pull a cart, some of these situations have been just terrible. So now, there's been a pass. Like there's the snow removal has gone through. There's been a lot of complaining. This particular snow that's fallen is very light and fluffy, so there's no machinery or difficulty with trying to remove like frozen ice. That's comes about in the middle of winter. The snow that falls when it's colder is quite a bit harder and denser than this stuff. This is like light fluffy, let's go play outside snow, because it's big fluffy flakes. And it's just starting to melt right now. We're just getting at 0 degrees from, I think it was minus. See, these snowbanks, these sidewalks haven't been done yet. How's it going? But this type of condition, this type of snow right here, the kind of hard pack, is well suited for these tires. So all we really need is these kinds of conditions and bike paths. Just basically just snow blow it down. I mean, this is not an outrageous demand. It's just neglected as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna have to do better. We're gonna have to just do better, and so I can get back into talking about how wicked this place is. Like at these trails. Like it's just right outside where I live. I've never been down this path before. This is brand new. Oh, we're at a dead end. Oh, how nice. So it doesn't continue. So I guess there's some kind of path through here. Yeah, there is. It's just not open. See, so there's a way to get through here. So that's good to know for next time. But that's not that'll never be maintained. That should be a passway. There should be signage telling me there's a way through. So just give you an idea, like this, it's hard to find if I want to go on the other side. It's a nice trail that leads to nowhere. It's a nice trail that leads to nowhere.
Yeah, it goes all the way around and comes back down.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a path, eh? There's a path. Usually it's just covered in snow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, have a nice day. Well, we'll just check out the scenery here. See, there's no control with... You can hear the noise with the brakes, but the tire is just phenomenal. That's full on right there. Just hung on like nothing. I can't praise these tires enough. It's unbelievable, game changer stuff. You just got to watch when it gets a little bit thicker because it'll dive in. Yeah, so I would say that this is not good enough currently for summer, because that was pretty much full on. I should have locked that tire in the front. And so, but these are the pads at the end of the season. So let's see what goes up here. We'll just check out this. No, there's no exit. Bunch of no exits. So this whole kind of neighborhood here is kind of a cul-de-sac. But I like riding on this road though. I wish it was like this year round. See, there's snow removal there. Now we'll just take a look. Let's see. Even though it says no pass, we'll just... I think there's a footpath over here. No, this is dead. I'm gonna check it out. I've never really been through this neighborhood because it's a dead end. That's nice. I'd certainly consider buying a house here, right next to that 5G tower. Access via laneway. So, let's see what's up here. There's another interesting location here. Get some good views. Oh yeah. Is there a laneway that goes through here? Okay. Right. All right, so back on the brakes. I should also talk about my a little bit about me. I have been a ski racer instructor since I was 10 years old. I've always been really good at skiing, and that's what kind of gives me this secondhand or whatever blatant ability to deal with the conditions and find attraction and not wipe out. Like this coming up right here is kind of sketchy. I'm gonna walk over this bump because I don't know what it is. So I should be able to manage this. This is the powder here. So this is easier if I use my throttle in those kinds of conditions, because I got to keep my body still. So that's a skill I learned. So just with this kind of stuff where my bike is sinking, I just try and stay still and use the throttle. Oh boy. Well, okay. That was a sketch. All right, so here we are in Kathleen. Not far from where we started. So that's an interesting neighborhood. I guess it's part of the Dunedin, or may have a different name. I'll have to look on the map. The end of Eva. So I really want to avoid these streets, so I'm just going to get off of this main stuff. I'll go check out another neighborhood. Right, so the snow's starting to break up. It's starting to get wet. Sidewalks, forget it. I'll just power up this hill here. So when I tear my bike apart, I've been meaning to do a kind of a proper video produced, you know, like with edits and stuff, going over the components of the bike, especially the motor. I'm pretty impressed with it. Now, I mean, I'm aware of the salt and the water and that, but I did install it to survive a winter. I put like rubber tape around the lighting circuitry there, and I've been rubbing it off, but I haven't really been thoroughly cleaning it, basically so that the mud is kind of, well, not the mud, but the it's kind of sealed in, like, you know what I mean? If I clean it all the time, then it gets re-exposed to salt. I think it's a little bit easier on it to just kind of rub it down, but not clean it thoroughly until the end of the year, because I'm going to replace that tape because it looks like crap. But I wrapped it up to be waterproof. Do a nicer job, maybe try and find a shrink or some kind of other way of sealing those components. So yeah, so back to potential upgrades. I might do the forks. If I do the forks and the brakes at the same time, go with like a 120 millimeter, really nice fork. We'll raise the front end of the bike up a bit. That'd be nice. I currently have 100 millimeter on there right now. These are the original forks that came with the bike, the Manitou. They're working. They're a bit stiff right now, but they've been working hard. So I really like the frame. That's the thing. I like the frame instead of buying a new bike, which I could, but I really like this frame. I guess I'll go up here, head back home there. Right on. So there we got. See, we got a person on the road because the sidewalks are shit. With a baby. But that's kind of normal around here. I mean, we don't even, yeah, you see that, and it's like, okay, whatever. Just so the other thing that I really like about this build is the seat. The Brooks saddle is phenomenal for comfort. It doesn't look comfortable, but it is. And it feels pretty much the same as when I first got it. Improvements, I do have to improve the fender scenario. The fender I got right now, it's just a piece of aluminum or piping, whatever, just cut with tin snips because I couldn't find anything else that fit. So that's going to be replaced that too. Go ahead, lady. So we'll be documenting that, making a full video out of it, getting a little bit more serious about the whole channel. It's increasing ever so, it's increasing. I'll probably end up being monetized by the end of the year if I keep it up. 208 subscribers, so if you like, don't be shy, subscribe, leave a like, make a comment. I do love my city. I don't complain about Sudbury much at all. There's many good things about it, and the things I complain about are things that can be improved. And that's not a bad problem to have, to be honest with you. It's just putting attention to it and throwing some money at it. Right?